Hi everybody. Hopefully you can see me. I got this rigged up something funny. Okay, so right now, I'm about to do what's called a percolated infusion. So I have my mason jar, I have my percolator, which basically just allows whatever herb you put into it to slowly drip, so you get all the elements from the herb through the solvent. My solvent will be vodka. I'm using Tito's. Don't tell my husband, but it's his vodka, so that's what I'm going to be using. And I'm at his bar because it's the easiest place in the house, and I'm out the way and not in the kitchen taking up space. This will go for 24 to 48 hours, depending on how slow the drip is, which the slower, the more it infuses and gets the properties from the herb. Right now, we're going to do willow bark because I'm out of my pain solution, and this is one thing that I take that helps me with pain. So what I do is I pour my herb down into my percolator, and I have some cotton rounds that kind of help with the filtration process. You can use as much or as little as you would like. I just kind of shake it up in there a little bit. You don't have to be as rough as me. But I normally do a couple of ounces for my tinctures because usually I'm making it for personal use, myself or whoever the client I'm making. I don't really make stuff in big batches, not unless it's like my hair growth oil or pain relief salve or something I know that I'm making for a lot of people. But most of everything I make is usually customizable to the person because everybody has some different type of illness going on with them. So the next step is covering your herbs with a solvent. My solvent, again, I said, is the Tito's, which is 80 proof vodka. And we're just going to cover it because we want it to saturate and get all these properties from the herb. So what it's going to do is flush through the herbs and soak up all the good properties. We're just going to finish this on off. You want to usually use the solution. You want a 50-50 ratio. So now this is the fun part, is to get the concoction to run through, but we want a slow drip. So we don't want it to be dripping real fast and coming right through, but you want it to be like a couple of seconds per drip, which I thought we had it. So this is just really finding the sweet spot on where you're going to get that one drop per 5 seconds is really what you're looking for. And I think we found it. So what I'm going to do is let this soak the herbs through the solvent, and it will end up in this jar. Sometimes, depending on how fast the drip is, I might run it through 2 or 3 times just to get all the properties. This is the same thing, just a faster way than your tinctures that you just would cover the herb in the mason jar and soak for usually like 6 to 8 weeks, versus this takes probably a day to 2 days. So it's just a faster way to get the same result. It's a little bit more potent if you do it the percolator way versus this method is the soak method. If you have any questions about it, just let me know. I'm more than happy to answer your questions that you may have. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get a little bit better at more familiar talking to this camera. But I'm going to try to be recording different things that I have going on. So grace and peace and happy Sunday.